Good Thursday morning, and God, I do thank you for the opportunity just to say, God, I thank you. I'm somewhat annoyed this morning, just a little bit, and this is a recurring thing. Just stay with me, and I'm gonna go ahead and jump in. The issue that we are now being faced with is there was a post on social media where supposedly an Asian gentleman, keyword that supposedly, came out and stated, and paraphrasing and summing it up, our black dollars are not needed if we choose not to give it to them. That's the gist. Most of you have heard this. So, before I proceed forward, I want to say this. Number one, we live in an AI society. Number one, does anyone know whether or not this was created by AI? And let's say it wasn't. This Asian gentleman, who made him the spokesman for the Asian folks? That's number two. Number three, I listened to what supposedly he said, and he has a right to his own opinion. To include some of the stuff he said made sense concerning us as Afro-Americans, black folks, Negroes, whatever title we are choosing to run with on today. We don't stick together. We are such a divided race of people, and we're easily pulled. We're still divided. But we get mad when certain things are being said because we won't listen. We get mad when we're called out. And here we are. Okay? I've got that out. But the next thing that came up was, let's boycott the Asian businesses. Okay? Why? Let me try it this way. I like Chinese food. When I go and get my feet done, I go to a place where the Asians are running it. I don't have a problem with that. And until I do have a problem, I'm going to continue to do it. This ain't got anything to do with staying away from or supporting people that look like me. It has everything to do with I go, I get a good service, so I'm going to stick with that. But we've got people in our community who has anointed themselves our leaders, and you come out and you push the narrative. All right. Has anybody stopped and thought, and let's have this conversation, our leadership, what's the best way to change the trajectory and continue to keep us separated, not just us black folks, but all colored folks? This type of nonsense. We need each other, because here's the thing about why we need each other. The 1% compared to the 99. Let's think about this. If I can separate you all, then I can hopefully pull the Asian people over to the 1%, because there's a need to get them to give us that vote, their votes. While you all, us, black folks, you all are going to be separated because we've got some of us who are thinking we're part of the 1%, and the rest of us knowing we're part of the 99. But even that part that knows they're part of the 99, they'll still go to the other side just to say, I wasn't with their group. And all this has everything to do with a so-called, and that's why I'm saying that, a so-called, because we don't know if it's AI, opened their mouth and they spoke what they felt they wanted to say, or someone put it together and they put it out there. They're right. But we're going to get upset, get mad, get pissed off, and we're going to boycott. Why? Why is it always that? And last, I'm allowed to spend my money how I want to spend it, with whom I choose to spend it with. And it doesn't matter. But if you choose, here's where it gets fun. If you choose not to spend your money with the Asians or anybody else for that matter, do it because you have decided that's not what you want to do. Not because someone is pushing you somewhere and you don't even know why you're headed there, because you're choosing not to do any research behind it. You're just okay with being led somewhere. Become the individual you need to be. Become the leader in your home, in your own circle that you have to be before you end up being put somewhere you ain't got no business being, based on the fact someone has sold you on their way of thinking. And for the love of everything, can we please stop anointing people, our leadership, just because their voice happens to be a little louder or their following gives them a little more people? And lastly, or there's a few extra dollars in their bank account compared to yours. I don't say nothing about people knowing right from wrong. All it says is, I got a little bit more money than you today, because we don't know what tomorrow may bring. Do me a favor. Be blessed on this Thursday morning. Give thanks on this Thursday morning. And for the love of everything, start learning how to think for yourself instead of being pulled somewhere, because everything ain't about a freaking boycott. Go vote. Go get registered to vote. Go figure out whether or not, if you are registered, everything is in order, so when it's time to vote, because this is where it's important, let's do that. Because it seems to me the ones of us that are talking about boycotting, how many are going to be at the polls voting when it's time to go do that? Give thanks. Be blessed. Happy Thursday, everybody.